Hola, hoy es 11 de agosto, es domingo, and es elección en Argentina. Today is the election in Argentina. It was the runoffs. They were choosing candidates for president, Congress positions, local positions. Some of them were actual elections and not just runoffs. And it was very interesting. I got to go and see how somebody votes and what their process is like. And I found it fascinating. I worked the polls way back when. So, and I always vote. So I understand our process, but what is the process in another country? That is what I found interesting. So much like our process, you go to a school or a community center in your neighborhood, and you have to check to make sure your name is on a roster, that you're voting at the right place. And then you go to the first volunteer and you give them your ID and they make sure you're on a roster. And then there's a second one and a third one. And the third one gives you your little ticket, which allows you to vote. And then you get a white envelope. And you take the white envelope and you go into a room, an entire room, all by yourself. So the person I went with went in all by themselves. And when they came out, one of the poll workers was very kind in bringing me in to show me what the process was and to explain it to me in English. So they have out on the tables flyers, but not propaganda, but a flyer. It's a piece of paper with a picture and a name and a little bit of information about the person, and then a dotted line and another picture and a name and a little bit about the person, and then a dotted line and another one. And that one sheet of paper is one party. And there's a whole bunch of sheets of paper and individual candidates that for whatever reason they weren't on a page with anybody else. If you wanted a candidate and you didn't want to vote for the whole party, you just tear that piece of paper and only that candidate. You put in your envelope everybody that you like, every photograph of the person that you like. You take that one, you stick it in the envelope, you seal the envelope, and when you're done, you go out and you put it in a cardboard box. And that is how you vote in Argentina. It was a fascinating process. They do check ID. They don't, put little dots in places. You take the piece of paper, the person you like, and you put it in the envelope, and that's the person you like, and you put it in the box. So it was really fascinating to see that entire process. And it's super important to vote. It is the only way you get to vocalize your opinion about your government. It's very important to vote. And I am proud to have been able to, and honored to have been able to witness another country's democratic process. And for that, I can say, I love my life.